Happy Friday, y'all. So here we go with our fifth of six petitions of the Lord's Prayer. My hexagon is just becoming a really weird kind of a polygon by this point. Again, my brother was the art major, not me. So today, here we are on our fifth side, and I'm really sorry if this is backwards to you, but it's Matthew 6:13a, and this is the Father's guidance. Okay, last time it was the Father's forgiveness. Now we're moving to the Father's guidance. And here we go from Breen's book. So our petition today, lead us not into temptation. He writes, up until now, the prayer has been dealing with our relationship with the Father and those around us. Here the prayer changes, now dealing with us going out into the world with the message of God's love and forgiveness. And so this is like us saying, when you take us out into the world, Father, to do your bidding, to advance your kingdom, give us the strength to be in the world, but not of the world. And, temptation's a funny thing. Of course, I don't think of God, right, leading us to temptation. But then I think of the story of Jesus right after his baptism. The Holy Spirit drives him into the wilderness, and what does he face? Temptation. And it kind of, it leads to the question, does every temptation we encounter come from God? And I don't think that's the case. I think anytime we set out to do God's kingdom work, there is going to be a natural counter attack to that. So call that spiritual warfare, whatever you want. But I think there's a temptation to wear us down to where we say, either, it's not worth it. It's not making a difference. What's the point? Kind of jumping back to our Be Renewed series, right? We need that daily renewal to do that to the Lord's bidding. And so there's that part of temptation. And then, I think right now we're still and probably will always be seeing this temptation of getting even. We talked about that, the previous petition with the Father's forgiveness. Don't get mad, get even. There's a lot of temptation to get even with everybody. So that's a huge one that's out there today that I think we have to wrestle and be ready to combat. Otherwise, it's so easy to give into that. So maybe for your prayer life this weekend, just be aware of what people, what influences, what articles, what news stations, what are all those things that are tempting you and deterring you from a kingdom focus, a heavenly focus, not earthly matters. Because that's what's going to get us through all this. And that's what is going to make Christians be the light and the salt that we're called to be. So look forward to wrapping up our hexagon next time. And then we will do some summary and follow through on what all this can mean when we put it all together. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.